Welcome. My name is Newman García, and I'll be reading your energy today. Just have some clear quartz here. Joanne, my grandmother, already she said fun. Fun is the theme of this message. We'll see what we get with the cards. Let's begin with a deep inhale. Breathe from the bottom of your tailbone, climbing up your spine to the crown of your head. Exhale slowly. Fun really is the highest frequency. Because when you're having fun, you're timeless. You're happy. Your body is moving through space with effortless enjoyment. Fun is the key across the board. That's what we're all doing here. We came to have fun. We said we're going to focus into this physical body in this video game of life. And we're going to forget that we are source energy, that we are spirit, that we are infinite intelligence. And we're going to pretend that we're human for a minute. And we're going to play that role and experience the darkness, the light, the good, the bad, the pain, the suffering, all of it, for the fun of it, for the fun of exploring consciousness, for the fun of experiencing something new, for the fun of learning, because we've done it an infinite amount of times. Our spirit, source, other dimensions, they don't work in our time, our linear time frame. This is infinitely expansive. So why wouldn't you want to experience everything? You're here to experience the best movie that you've ever seen, and the movie is your life. And you are the main character. You are the main character. And it doesn't matter what role you're playing, you're the main character. And you control all of the other ones through the way you are, through your personality. It determines your personal reality. So the message I am receiving before I pull any cards is have more fun. Have more fun. Loosen up a bit. Take things way less serious. I am resonating with this message. I need to hear this a bit. Let's see what else. Rebirth. What a great card. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Love the snake going in the circle, and it's a big eye, it looks like. Rebirth. You have been reborn. It's time to let your inner child out and play. Uninhibited. Express what you want to express. If you haven't done this before, sit down in a very calm state of mind. Maybe go practice my yoga, Newman flows, to relax your nervous system, and then grab a pen and paper and literally say, 6-year-old me, what do you want to do? And write down whatever comes up, and then go do it. If you're able to go do whatever it is. And it might be, I cut out a bunch of butterflies the other day and pasted them onto a canvas. I mean, it's very like 5-year-old inner child, but it was so fulfilling because there's nothing serious going on here. The outcome is irrelevant. It's all about the input. Are you enjoying yourself? The outcomes are inevitable. You have been reborn into this new perspective of understanding. I only want anything because I believe I will feel better in the having of it. And I have full power of how I feel through the focus of my mind, through the discernment of my focus. And I want to have fun. I want to play. I want to explore. I want to explore consciousness, new levels of dimensions, new waves of thought. I want to play in the dirt. I want to go ride a dirt bike, whatever you want to do. Just live your life, you know? That's what's really coming through. Live your life. Don't wait. You've already passed the fear of death. Go check out my other video. I don't know what I titled it. I think Everything is Consciousness, if that resonates. Success. 6 of discs. Success. You did it. You have been reborn into the version of you that you knew you would always become. And the creation of you had to come from all of the experiences that have built up to now. From the contrast of not having fun, from the contrast of being too serious, from the contrast of just is what's coming through. Prince of Discs. You are cultivating this new rebirth with precision, enjoyment, leisure, effort. There's no rush. There's no rush. You're not rushing through life. You're not chasing after a life. You're just living yours. You're not setting a million goals and analyzing every single minute on your way to those goals. You're just saying, my only goal is to be happy in the present, and I know that everything else will come. That's a big rebirth. You should be very proud of yourself. That's a big rebirth. To disconnect from the analytical noise of humanity who's trying to control outcomes out of their ignorance of realizing everything is already done, and to embody the knowing that if I just relax in this present moment and have fun, I'll know when to do everything. The Prince of Discs knows. He knows when to care for his responsibilities. He doesn't neglect them, but he also doesn't follow specific. There's such thing as freedom through structure, and also planet Earth is about seasonal variety. It's about change, contrast. It's new every day. Prince of Discs tunes to that newness every day. I'll be interested to see if we get a divine feminine. Yeah, Princess of Discs. Here we go. So you have the divine feminine and masculine. You have this receptivity of intuition and this calm, slow masculinity of taking action rooted in this fun, freeing intuition. Both of these pair together so beautifully. So beautifully. A lot of disc energy, a lot of physical. This is a physical rebirth. Your energetic body, you've done all of that work, and now it's being brought down into this planet, into this 3D plane, into your see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it reality, where everything looks better, smells better, tastes better, sounds better, and feels better. Isn't that nice? Because you don't have the veil of, let's pull another card. I'm curious if this will tie. Yep. 8 of Cups, indolence. You don't have the veil of the emotional trauma, drama, confusion. This 8 of Cups, you're not like focusing on lack. You're realizing, I'm good. I'm going to enjoy everything here and now. I'm not going to focus on what I haven't achieved. Oh, that came through strong. I'm not going to focus on what I haven't achieved. I'm going to focus on what I have. I'm not going to look out into the world and point out the problems, because then I'll just attract more of them. I'm going to embody the solution by being the fun in the present. I'm going to embody the solution by being the energy signature that I wish to experience more of for all of humanity. That came through strong. One more. Adjustment. And everything is coming back into balance. Your emotional and energetic bodies must come into balance first before your physical bodies do. And you've done that. You've balanced out your emotional energy. You no longer are knee-jerk reacting to the world around you. Go check out my last reading. You realize the neutrality of everything. That everything is what it is and all of it's in perfect balance. And how do you know light without going into the dark? How do you know you're in balance without being out of balance? You're in the phase of your life, the season of your life, the prime of your life where you are balanced with by integrating all of the dark things that you've gone through, by loving all of it because it taught you what you prefer, so that then you can cultivate the reality, Princess of Discs, Six of Discs, Prince of Discs, this physical reality rooted in emotional stability, where you're intuitively receiving the guidance, Princess of Discs, Divine Feminine is activated, and you're moving forward slowly with enjoyment, knowing that you'll know what to do when to do it, Prince of Discs, which leads to your success, which leads to the adjustment. One more tarot, the Emperor. You have the Emperor energy. The Emperor knows what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and he will do it. He doesn't question himself. He knows when to relax and chill for a moment, and he knows when he's ready to take action. You know when to take action, but you're not going to do it in a way of trying to control. The dark side of the Emperor is trying to control outcomes. You've let go of that. Ooh, this is definitely the reading. You have been reborn into the Emperor who isn't trying to control everything, who just accepts, you know what? I don't care where everyone else's thoughts are. I know what I'm creating, and I'm going to do it well. And whoever wants to come along will, but I can't control the outcomes. I can control my focus and my intention, and that's it. And you've been reborn into that your intention is everything. If your intention, and I believe that this goes across the board for anyone on this channel, especially 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. If you're on this channel, your intention is to uplift humanity, period. And you can do that in an innumerable amount of ways, infinite. If your intention is rooted in that, then it doesn't matter what you do, and it doesn't matter how others perceive it, because you know in your heart center, I'm doing this because I know that it is the best for humanity. So the Emperor doesn't care. He gets some feedback that isn't always positive. But that's what it is. He integrates it into strength because he knows. He knows what's right. He's done the work to get to that level, and he knows what to do. Searching. I just had to stare at this card for a minute. There's a lot going on. The flowers really stand out to me. The 3 flowers. I think you've realized with this rebirth that the search never ends. We're always searching for that next fulfillment. And with this rebirth, that's definitely what's coming through. With this rebirth, you're no longer chasing after that search. When you get the new desire for whatever it is that you're now seeking, we're always getting ready to be ready to be ready. You get the new desire. You're not the Emperor who's trying to control how to get that desire as quickly as possible, as precise as possible, as much as possible. You're the Emperor who says, okay, I'll know when to act. I'll know when to act. And I'll know that sometimes the desire, my nose, did this in the last message. Sometimes the desire is simply, this is big for someone. Sometimes the desire is simply the seed that's not meant to prosper. It's just the one to get you to the next. Your inner being, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, whatever you want to call it, God, they know you inside and out, up and down. They know where every single particle of resistance is on your physical trail that you put there for the fun of going under, over, around, and through it. The path is winding. It's up and down. It's all around. Trust it. You're always going to be seeking for the next. So relish in the deliciousness of the present and trust that it will all come effortlessly. And in that trust, in that relishment of the present, you still get desires, but they almost become, they're not coming as fast because they appear physically, almost before the thought now. It's like you realize all of the desires, you're at this point in your storyline where you've put so much into your pile of desires, and now you're not chasing them. You're relaxing and enjoying the present to realize, oh my gosh, I forgot I desired this. I forgot I asked for this. And then it becomes this really, really delicious experience of one thing after another unfolding with this effortless embodiment of emperor energy of I'm a leader through the clarity of my example, of the ease of following faith. You're a leader through the clarity of your example, from the ease of following faith and well-being, unapologetically. Even if it looks delusional at first. Everything is delusional until it becomes reality. I mean, my goodness. I don't even know how to go. I was going to say we used to think the world was flat, but then there are people that think it. That's my point. You create your world, your reality. You literally do. Nothing exists in your reality except for what you're focusing on. Nothing matters except for what you focus on. Nothing matters except what you materialize. Because you're the magician. You literally create your reality. You're the creation and the creator. And your rebirth is rooted in loving your creation of you. Because you recognize you are the creator, and why would you not love your creation? It's asinine to not to. It's old news. It's outdated consciousness. One more card, journey. That's where you are in the path of the journey. You're in this rebirth of I am reborn. Now what? You're like a newborn baby on this earth, without all of the clouded judgments and fears and shames and disappointments and insecurities that you had for your first part of your life. It doesn't matter why you had them, they're gone. You realize now I'd rather live than not express the truth of myself and die having regret. You're done with that. You're just going to live. That's where you are. What a beautiful reading. Let's do one more. Release. You did it by releasing the stories, releasing the people, places, things, past, releasing the future even. You're just present in your preferred state of being, and your body has reflected it. You literally feel reborn. You didn't know your body could feel this good, did you? That's very resonant for someone out there. You didn't know you could feel this good without putting forth effort. because now you realize it's natural to be healthy. It's unnatural to have resistance. It's unnatural to slow down and to be immobile. That doesn't make any sense. You've been reborn into the reality that matters to you, which is rooted in health, which equals wealth, which equals freedom. Damn, that was well said. One last card, just for fun. Soul connection. And now they're all coming. Now they're all coming. The ones who have done this work, the ones who match you, who match your frequency of well-being, who aren't filled with the noise of the matrix that keeps popping up in my head. The noise of how things must be, the noise that's rooted in misalignments. Now you're going to match with the people who are who have done this rebirth process, who have gone through the darkness, who have faced every single one of their fears, and who have come out on the other side knowing themselves. You're here now. We are soul connections. Always we're going to meet at this point in time. We were always going to co-create this moment, for without you, I wouldn't be. And without me, you wouldn't. We're in this together. Very exciting times. A lot of things will be happening always. So stay present. Let go of trying to figure it out. Be the emperor in the sense of knowing your direction in each present moment, knowing what you're to do in each present moment, knowing how to execute it in each present moment, and relaxing when you're not called to do. You're done with efforting because you realize that in effort, you're pulling away from what you came here to be, which is ease. Interesting. You came here to embody ease. That is the message. And I would like to use this with your rebirth. You are the emperor of ease. That is the coolest statement I've ever made in my life. You are the emperor of ease. I love you all. Thank you for being here. If you're interested in a private reading, newmanflows.com. Until next time, namaste.